State police have been involved in a number of shootings over the past year, but you rarely see them. That's because, unlike APD and other departments, state police wait a long time to release the video of their shootings. News 13's Gabrielle Burkhardt asked the department's top cop why on special assignment.
May 26, 2016.
We're following that breaking news from right outside Socorro.
The driver was killed on scene.
Angel Navarro lay dead in the southbound lanes of I-25 near Socorro, shot to death by two New Mexico State police officers and the Socorro County Sheriff. Police had reports the SUV he was driving had been carjacked at knife point earlier in the day, but state police still haven't said if Navarro threatened them with a weapon before the shooting or if he even had one.
It's our right to know why they killed him.
Navarro's older brother Felipe and his parents, who live in California, say they've only gotten the same vague explanation that their local police delivered on their doorstep nearly 5 months ago.
All we were told is that there was a confrontation between him and the police, and he got killed.
The family has now filed 2 lawsuits against the Department of Public Safety, which oversees state police. They claim officers violated civil rights by shooting Navarro. They're also demanding to see videos, even basic documents that police have kept hidden.
Police reports, videos, any of that type of stuff, and we still don't have anything.
State police have repeatedly denied the family's public record requests. News 13 has learned that denial has become common practice. In the past year and a half, there have been 8 different state police shootings, wounding or killing 6 people. The public has yet to see video from most of them.
Is what they're doing legal?
No, it's absolutely not legal.
I think we follow the law, and I think we maintain the integrity of the investigation as the law requires.
On the day Navarro was killed, Chief Casetas told us the Socorro County Sheriff spotted the stolen SUV Navarro was driving and called state police for backup. 12 miles later, the chase ended in gunfire, but officers still haven't said if Navarro had a gun. Casetas claims the case is still under investigation.
The district attorney doesn't even have it yet. We're waiting on some lab results from the state crime lab.
Chief Casetas claims the department's policy whenever officers pull the trigger is always to withhold video until a district attorney decides if the officer should face charges.
We have 13 different DAs and they do things 13 different ways. Some of them clear cases pretty quick, Gabrielle, and others take years.
But that hasn't kept other police departments like APD from releasing videos of their own shootings within weeks.
It's just mind-boggling that it's taking so long to get any information.
Chief Casetas admits the delay doesn't help families of those killed or the public, as everyone waits to see if a shooting was justified.
And I do believe that the public should have full access to everything we do, right? We're a public entity. There needs to be oversight, but it's all about timing.
After News 13 started asking questions about the delays, state police suddenly released video from an officer-involved shooting case from January. Video shows Alan Franco Armenta firing shots before he's killed by officers in Lincoln County. The chief said the video's release had nothing to do with our interview scheduled the next day.
I think we've been consistent in the way we handle these situations.
But there's one case where state police released video of a shooting well before a DA decided if officers should be charged. Its release 3 years ago showed the kind of pressure shooting videos can put on police departments. It shows state police officer Elias Montoya shooting at a minivan full of kids after a traffic stop near Taos spiraled out of control.
I watched that on the news with everybody else, and that was embarrassing.
The DA didn't charge Montoya with a crime, but he later lost his job after the video went public.
You know, you're always going to have to ask that question and wonder, well, did the chief make that decision because he was pressured by the media and the public, or did he make it on his own accord? And I've been accused of that, you know, and you're right, you know, when the video is out there, there's a lot of pressures, you know, fire him today, fire him this minute. But you know what? I gave that officer, and in any of these instances, I give them the rights that they deserve, right, under the Peace Officers Bill of Rights.
But when it comes to releasing video of police shootings, the Navarro family's attorneys disagree with state police's interpretation of public records laws, and so does the ACLU.
Under public records law, it's very clear that this includes things like dash cam video or belt tapes. When law enforcement agencies go out of their way to find ways to circumvent state public records laws, it should be very concerning to all of us.
What's also concerning to the Navarro family is not knowing when they'll get a glimpse at what happened before officers fired approximately 9 rounds into the young father.
Whatever the story is, let's just tell it.
On special assignment,
It's what we're owed, at the very least.
Gabrielle Burkhart, KRQE News 13.
Chief Casetta says once investigators receive evidence from the state crime lab, they will send Navarro's case to a district attorney. For more information and to read the lawsuits against state police, head to that story on our KRQE News app.